Gorgeous eyes.
For the world team,
Yvonne Tousek of Canada, 16 years old, from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada.
Now, I asked her, I said, Yvonne, what makes your gymnastics so unique? And she said, I like to do skills that no one else does. I like to be different. Well, this balance beam routine is a perfect example of that. She uses unique combinations throughout this routine. Flip-flop, layout, flip-flop. Right on for her series pass. She's got a tumbling skill coming up right now that she was the only person in the Olympics to do this. It is a front handspring, front tuck. Very, very hard to perform. And so different. Here it comes.
Oh, gosh, difficult even for her.
One foot did not make it onto the beam. A little to the left.
That, of course, will hurt the world team standing there.
It most certainly will. That's 5/10 of a point off, no questions asked. Wolf jump to a back handspring quarter. Another back hip circle. I really like her gymnastics. She's got a unique style.
And form there as well.
Yes. You know, I think gymnastics is one of the sports, I may be a little biased, JB, but you need so much. You need flexibility, you need grace, you need lower body strength, and you need upper body strength. You need it all.
Rub it in, Mary Lou.
Double back somersault with a solid landing. If she didn't have that fall, it would have scored pretty well.
And you can see the expression of disappointment there. She knows it. But an excellent effort nonetheless.
She knows it, and she still has one more event to do, so she's got to shake this off and get ready for her floor exercise routine. Here's that front somersault. Look at that. Front handspring, front tuck. The foot just comes off to the side. She's to the left a little bit. Again, when that foot is off, there's really not much you can do to save that skill.
The score on beam for Dominique.
And here's Dominique Dawes' score. Yes, indeed, 9.875. And, of course, with the slip by Yvonne Tousek, we'll see how much deducted. 9.375, about right, Mary Lou?
There you go. It would have been a 9.875 if she had stayed on the balance beam.
And now we get set again for Svetlana Khorkina.
And her dance is so mature and expressive and maybe somewhat like Boginskaya. In fact, she has been compared to Boginskaya a lot. And she, in fact, is one of her idols. Not a real strong first tumbling pass. You know, it's fun to watch a gymnast who smiles. Her tumbling is not quite as difficult as some of the other gymnasts in tonight's competition. But you know what? Her presentation makes up for it. This is a very pretty pass coming up. Round off 1.5 twist, front layout. Not real difficult, but so well done.
Does she have to eliminate some of the difficulty because of her height?
That's exactly right, JP. She has become so innovative and creative on the balance beam and on the uneven bars. Floor, it kind of hurts her because she is dealing with her longer body, and tumbling skills are much more difficult to perform when you're taller.
Svetlana Khorkina.
There's Leonid Arkayev. He has been the Russian national coach for 20-some-odd years. Forever was the Olympic coach for the Russian team at the Olympics in Atlanta.
I understand the Vince Lombardi of Russian gymnastics.
Yes, he is. Take a look at her tumbling, JB. It's just a little bit slower than everyone else's. Round off 1.5 into the front layout step out.
Very image-conscious young lady who says she'd like to be a model one day, as we now get set to see the floor routine of Amy Chow.
Now, Amy Chow did not compete floor in the Olympics. This was a new routine for her this past spring. And believe it or not, JB, she even smiled when she did this at the Olympic trials. Wow, beautiful. She took a step out. Anytime you see a foot go in that white border area of the mat, that's 1/10 of a deduction from the judges. You saw that yellow flag go up. Hear the crowd clapping in the back. Sometimes gymnasts and coaches will specifically pick music to get the crowd involved, and this is one of them. Wow. Took another step out. Amy is a twister. Some gymnasts are flippers. Amy is a twister. She's thin, lean, and she can get into those twists so fast. And they are much harder to control and land. In fact, she's got a triple twist that actually makes it all the way around. Most gymnasts only make 2 3/4, JB, but Amy makes it all the way around.
You mentioned in a surprise fashion that she smiles. Is that unusual for Amy Chow?
It is, JB. She's a very hard gymnast to read. Even her coach, Mark Young, says that it's hard to get anything out of Amy, expressions. Well, she expressed this routine, though.
Amy Chow.
One of satisfaction, indeed.
I think I saw her smile, too.
And she's bringing smiles to our faces tonight.
There's her coach, Mark Young. Let's take a look at this first tumbling pass. She does a round-off whip, and that's primarily a back handspring without touching your hands, much more difficult to do. Does some flip-flops into a full-limp back somersault in the pike position. See that step out, 1/10 of a point. There's her punch front into her triple full. 1, 2, 3. Bend her legs a little bit just to make it around. A little bit of a form break. The judges will take a little bit off for that.
For Svetlana,
And the scores are coming forth. 9.775 for Khorkina.
The score
And let's
for
see
Amy Chow.
how much will be deducted from Amy Chow's scores. 9.625.
You see the score is a tad bit lower. That would have been a 9.825.
So the world team once again slightly chipping away at that USA lead. When we come back, Dominique Moceanu will take her turn on uneven bars. And with her, the man in the background, yes, the shy one, her coach, Bella Caroli. And the young lady who has been described as part Mary Lou Retton and part Nadia Comaneci.
Well, I'm flattered. You know, this young lady has improved tremendously on this event. She actually is still recovering from a stress fracture to her right leg that she actually competed with in Atlanta. You know, JB, when you have a leg injury or something to the leg or ankle, doesn't stop you from working bars. It's all upper body.
Good.
I tell you what, to hear Bella Caroli yelling and grunting, it gets you so psyched up.
And move it. Very good. Nice hollow for me. Very nice. Wow. Good.
And she is hearing every word he's saying.
Yes. Strong. Yeah. Strong. Very strong. Yeah.
Rock solid.
Oh my God.
Dominique Moceanu.
That kind of encouragement certainly will spur you on to a good performance.
Bella has a language all his own. A lot of times he doesn't even use words, he uses grunts. But you know what? If you're his athlete, you know what he's talking about.
Kind of like a mom's talking to a baby, huh?
That's exactly
Dominique
right.
started the 10th grade on August the 15th, the first time in public school.
Take a look at this giant swing, Ginger. So transition to the low bar.
Of course, are natives of Romania.
Watch this dismount. Giant swing,
Romanian,
getting her speed.
was born
Double
right
layout,
here.
perfect body position. Pikes it down a little bit, but you can't do a better landing than that.
And the young lady who started 10th grade full-time on August the 15th, the first time in 7 years at a public school, and Mary Lou, she says she loves it.
I think that's great. But she does get credit for PE.